maybe third, including Milton. But second choosiest for the top quarterbacks in this class.
Yeah, if he's falling, then there's a reason why he's falling, and maybe I don't want him as much either. Now, I still am not convinced that he's falling. I'll be convinced when he's falling when his name is called after 5. That's when I'll be convinced he's falling. Until then, I'm saying top 4. All right, here we go. The Chicago Bears are on the clock. We hit start draft, and they go Marvin Harrison Jr. number 1, Caleb Williams number 2, Brock Powers number 3, they're the receivers. Roma Doozy 4, Malik Neighbors 5, Cooper DeJean, and Johnny Newton at 7, which means all those guys. I got to come out one more so y'all can see this just a little bit better. No, there it goes right there with Drake May. Now, again, the quarterbacks for me on PFF are silly. Again, I got Jaden Daniels at 42 yesterday, so we're going to ignore that. And then again, tackle, corner, the wide receivers that I would want at 8 are gone. Tackle again, corner again, Ed Dallas Turner or Edge Jared Verse would be where I would go on this next.
If you scroll to the top one more time, your wide receiver, there's Drake May. I mean, I'm not against taking an edge rusher here by any means. That said, I don't think we've ever done it where we have 10 trade down opportunities too, Scott, because somebody would want to come up. Drake May, without a doubt. The top player on my board here would be Drake May, but after that, it's Joe Alt, and I would be probably in the Joe Alt market here if all 3 of the top wide receivers were gone, and you had to sit here and take it. But yeah, that's an interesting.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport.
What's up?
Carl is sweet.
What's up, sweet? What you want?
It's mama. She's dead, bro.
They won't take that number 1.
Silly.
Yeah, so you know what?
Passenger, show us your hand. Stop. Get down on your knees. Now down on your stomach. There you go. I'll take that, Hernandez.
Hey, that's my paper, man. That's money.
This is drug money.
My money, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fill it out later.
Welcome home, Carl. Glad to be back. You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny. I was just wondering what took y'all so long.
Get in the car.
Ease up, man. Damn.
Watch your head.
Ah!
Oh, my bad.
Get out of here, you greaseball bastard! Stupid Mexican. Oh, hey, sorry.
My bag. Hey, man, my bag.
And with how he tested at his side.
How you been, Carl? How's your wonderful family?
I'm here to bury my moms. You know that.
Yeah, I guess I do. So what else you got shaking, Carl?
Nothing. I live in Liberty City now. I'm clean. Legit.
Nah, you ain't never been clean, Carl.
Well, what do we got here?
This is a weapon, Officer Pulaski, that was used to gun down a police officer not 10 minutes ago. Officer Pendlebury. A fine man, I might add. You work fast, nigga.
You know I just got off the plane.
Well, that's a good thing we found you and retrieved the murder weapon.
That ain't my gun.
Don't bullshit me, Carl.
Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl.
What the fuck you want from me this time?
When we want you, we'll find you. In the meantime, try not to gun down any more officers of the law.
Y'all can't leave me here. This baller's country.
I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. But you don't bang.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut,
What?
Carl.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right over.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. And I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
25 on this and really cheat the system. I don't think any one of those three guys make it out of the top 10. They fall to 8. I'm seriously considering taking one of those guys at 8. I would seriously consider it. Absolutely. It would be a hard discussion, but I don't think that is feasible, so we're going to pretend it's not. We're going to go with every single mock draft in existence that has those three gone by the time we go to 8. That's why we're going to do it.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
But I'm still going, as much as I like Joel, I feel like I can get tackles in this draft here. I really do. Especially if I don't need one right away. You know, I can get a guy. I've got McGarry, I've got Matthews for at least one more year. I'm drafting a third tackle right now and seeing where they might be able to go.
I'll
What
fight
I
any
don't
motherfucker,
have
man.
is a 1 or 2 edge. I don't have those guys. I gotta go edge on this. I have to.
Hey, don't let my stature fool you, man.
Yo, be original. Your shit is sloppy. Get off your dick, you motherfucking carbon copy. Falling deep in the drums for many of styles. Is one of the reasons a nigga ran off the miles.
That's why. That's why I didn't take because this isn't realistic. If James Daniels falls to 43, yes, I'm taking it. He's falling to 43. What's his average draft position? 10. I can get him at 43. This is why. This is why I don't take the quarterbacks at 8. Because I don't think it's realistic. Again, see this is why. And maybe it works out this way. Maybe they're smarter than I am. Very possible. But again, go ahead.
Question from Jason Miller. If you trade down, why not get a second rounder this year? You'd rather have the second this year instead of a first round rookie we are trying to win right now, 2-year window with Kirk. It's because that if you've ever seen the value chart for draft picks, the difference between a first round pick, where it can be slotted, is so significant compared to where the second round pick value can be. So I think if you can get a first round pick in the future, you have a chance of that.
Go suck my motherfucking dick, man.
And if that ends up being a top 10 pick, that's worth 4 second round picks in the future. So if you can get future first, just the chance of value is so high that you can always take that future first.
Efforts can go suck my motherfucking dick, man. Hey, yo, fool, that's your fault.
First time ever, and that was Houston. There's a pretty good chance that number 1 is going to be top 10 next year. There's a pretty good chance. So for me, that's why I'll take next year's number 1 and sit on it and still get the guy I wanted anyway. So I would go that way. It's a great question though. Now again, I still need another wide receiver. There's wide receivers here. My edge, how much do I want Chop Robinson?
Is he still available?
Chop Robinson's still available, yes.
Oh, my guy. Okay. Well,
all the quarterbacks are still here except for the top 4, and except for Jaden Daniels too. So I mean, that's why I kind of wanted to go in a different direction.
So we are sitting on the board here. The best player, in my opinion, available would be Donnie Mitchell. Now, is he a little bit too close to what you already have? Maybe with London.
Yeah, but now I've got different guys. I've got 2 big guys, 1 small guy. I can use another smaller guy.
My question with Mitchell is some of the toughness questions and the route running ability. For a pure team fit, the one who stands out here for me is Ricky Pearsall. Just because he is tough as nails, he's got inside-outside ability, He tested awesome. The ability to work the. I'm looking for myself a Puka Nakua / a Cooper Cup for this offense. Who is the absolute nail eater type that can work the middle of the field? I don't know if that's Mitchell as much. Where I think Pearsall can be that guy and be a very functional pivot piece for the offense in that role. So Mitchell's the better player. If you want to lean that way and go that way, I'm fine with that. But I wonder if Pearsall is more of the guy. And also, Mike says, on the way to the hospital, I have my face paralyzed. Prayers, please. God, Mike. God, go to the hospital now.
Yeah,
God,
he is. We're thinking about you, and check back in on Friday and tell us how much better you're feeling.
Yeah, that is something else. But I feel, God, yeah, check back in.
Listening to the fans, they wanted Donnie Mitchell over Ricky Pearsall.
I'm fine with that. Again, just talking about the fit of the offense. I think Mitchell's going to be gone. I think he's going to go top 25. Just after how he tested.
Again, on the board, I take Jaden Daniels. This is silly. If Jaden Daniels lasts to 43, we'll do something for y'all. I'll make that bet. We're gonna take a wide receiver here.
We'll drop the OnlyFans link. No, I'm just kidding. We got Christian Haynes on the board here. He's interesting for sure. So if you're looking for, he's got some center upside in my opinion. Got a run of wide receivers here. Gabriel Murphy, an athlete at the defensive line. I really like Andrew Phillips a lot.
That's why I have trouble getting corners in here. If you like Andrew Phillips, I'm okay. I need another corner and I need another safety.
The pick here, though, for me is, again, I'm thinking long-term here, Scott, but Patrick Hall is sitting there on the board. I just don't know if he makes it this far. I know that you're looking for a cornerback, but Hall has an unbelievable athleticism to length combination, and you just don't see that pretty often in the draft. So I think that just a value perspective, getting Paul in here and giving yourself another option at tackle is a good way to go.
Roger Rosengarten or why I don't want to tackle in the first.
Yes, I feel yeah. I think Rosengartner will work his way into like the back half of the third round. Paul, I'd be surprised if he made it to the third round. Honestly. So we passed him last time. I know that it's your swing tackle there, but how often do you actually you get to that needing a swing tackle? So there's Andrew Phillips. Let's scroll down a little bit too. I think I really like Andrew Phillips. I also really like Renardo Green. He is the other option that was available as far as a Max Melton. Also really, really talented. So you got three cornerbacks here, Scott. I wouldn't be against any of them. We've taken Melton before. We took
you have
Andrew.
your choice. I'm listening to you. I'm pulling the trigger. I'm writing the name down. It's either Andrew Phillips or it's.
Let's go with Green. I think Green's got a little bit more press man ability. I think he's a little bit more of an athlete than those guys, and he stands out to me.
Center, Bo Limmer. Okay, I'd rather go Bortolini a little bit later. Javon Solomon, no thanks. Tyke Smith is a pretty good safety. I could go safety here. I still need one of those guys for sure.
Trey Benson had an unbelievable combine. He's somebody, I know you kind of bursting at the seams at running back, but this is the value spot for running back in the draft. You got Egboigi there. Christian Jones is going to take another one.
Again, this is why I don't want to tackle in the first. There's guys I like. Frame, athleticism, etc., etc.
The one thing I will push against there, Scott, is that historically speaking, tackle is a first-round or bust position, in that most of the time you're talking about those guys that fall, and the chances of getting
We've seen that, though, but we picked out guys every year that you and I have been doing this, from Spencer Brown to Abraham Lucas to Broderick Jones. We picked these guys out that end up being starters in
Braxton
Jones, apologies.
Yeah.
Braxton Jones that end up being pretty good starters, third and below.
Well, somebody should hire us, I guess, because historically speaking for the NFL, that is not high odds.
But we've been good at it.
Yeah, it's tackle's a pretty easy position from the have or have nots. We can go with Tyke Smith here. Get the athlete in. I'm not against that.
I think the Falcons address cornerback and safety still in free agency. Now, they won't be high dollar enough that would preclude you from going in the draft and getting one. But I think they're going to have free agent and draft picks at both of those positions.
Yeah. So I'm fine with Tyke Smith here. He's a fine pick.
Oh, you got the other one here too. So who did you like? Did you want to go running back here? Because it is now Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. And then Avery Williams is your running back 3? So there is no running back 3 on the roster right now. Can I get a good one right here? And Tyler Algier is going into his third year. and would be significantly more expensive after this season.
If you wanted to go running back here, I think this is where the value really lines up for running back in the draft. But for me, looking at the board, if you scroll down, keep scrolling, there was keep scrolling, which may not have stood out to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was not a name that stood out. Man, all these running backs, crazy.
After 5 years on the East.
Well, I'm not against running back here by any means. I know you're.
The one you liked is gone. See, and I like Dominic Clooney too. Now he's probably a guard, but he's a pass setting guard. He's not a road grader. He's got great feet and good at the point of attack.
I just don't know who to trust.
We're up to 3 wide receivers.
There is something about him that makes him stand out. And we need to
Hey, yo, what the fuck, fool?
Damn, homie, get out the way!
You told me the 40 was good, and I think he was a 505.
Yeah, I think that the short
Viva
shot.
idiotas, move!
I think he's got
One
that.
hands out. Drafting 2, you're trying to get 1. I get 2, great.
I'm looking
I
for
like
the
Dominic Clooney. Guys, youtube.com/ScottKennedy. Dominic Clooney. I put this stuff up last week or over the weekend. He's good. He's really good.
Bloody yang, boom!
Kiss my ass. Don't make me get out my car.
Here now.
Yeah.
Great pick.
We're going after the here. Need a tight end too. Johnny Smith on. A little bit more of a blocking threat. And tested like a freak.
Go park somewhere else!
Looking back at the tight end.
Hey, wait, I got the data here. So if you had a sub 4 per 7 short shuttle or better, in 24 draft picks since 2010, went on to start
Get out the way!
essentially a cheat. So if you have a good short shuttle under 4.47 seconds, the odds of hitting are unbelievably high. So I think getting a 5th round pick there with Clooney, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we've already wanted to go.
Well, kind of game, right? So you see what you
Giddy up!
Does not unload his. So we could go DL for sure.
Move your motherfucking ass out the way!
Worth the league.
Take
We talked
Marlini.
about him earlier in the show.
Take him. I don't think there's any issue with taking more offensive
Hey, come on, shifty, shifty! There's the multiple women.
Yes, I'd be very happy with Taylor.
I gotta make a getaway. Move!
In day 3. We get an A- on this. Dallas Turner A, we trade down. We trade back to 11 and pick up another 4th rounder and a 2021 number. That's an A trade. You know, unless they're getting
Come on, move it!
again, I don't mind doing that. I think we can trade for Jacob McCarthy. At
so great to live in a place so
Who the piece of shit?
But we address the needs here. You get edge. I think you're gonna have to go edge. To get the number one edge, you're probably gonna have to draft a guy. It's really, really hard to replace Hosmer for a
Cabrón, move!
There's your guy that your swing tackle that are coming in, and he's still first. Swing tackle for now.
Don't stiff me this time, man.
Cheers to every side.
All week.
So taste blue.
What the hell's going on up there?
Positions we're looking for overall, offensive tackle, possibly. I'm not in on that as much as
I'm local, fool. Don't upset me. Shit!
Pero.
Hey, dickhead, get the hell out of the way.
Move out of the way!
Man, I mean, it always comes down to the individual prospect, right? I think that you're talking about the biggest reward this season. Scott, I think there's an argument that Jared Wilson is more payoff year one than
Clear the road, damn it.
potential projection he has left. I know that I'm talking about the options. Yeah, that's I'm talking about the options. I mean, I've given it to getting Marvin Harrison Jr., for that position, by the end of their second year, third year. That's kind of where you start to see them. Where wide receivers nowadays come in and they're pretty much 8 games in. It's like, okay, I learned the offense. Here we go. So I think maybe for year one payoff, it might be wide receiver. Now the argument is pathway to the field, but if Mooney's your wide receiver too, there's still plenty of snaps for a wide receiver on this team. So I don't know. I think it might be wide receiver if you're talking about the top three.
I probably agree on this. But the pass rushing for Atlanta has been so bad that even if you can get an average year, 8 to 10 sacks with solid edge rusher play, sealing the edge, not a liability in run play, that would make a bigger impact than a wide receiver too. For me. But it's a great question because typically I think wide receivers can make a bigger impact than a rookie edge rusher too. I believe that as well. Great question. We are going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody for joining us. We had a huge day. There's over 300 people still watching. Thank you. If this is your first time in, welcome. Leave a comment. And yes, the quarterback position, I know. We don't do quarterbacks in the top of the PFF mocks because they don't make any sense. So that's why. Not that we wouldn't consider it. They don't make any sense on this. I can get Jaden Daniels at 42. I'm not doing quarterbacks on this one. Because I would take Jaden Daniels at 42. want to say thank you to our Super Chat and Stars contributors like Andrew Newman, who came in a couple of times, Lawrence Rivera, Edward Brown, and of course, Michael Sunrise Ronquillo. I will be back on Friday. We'll do some more free agent stuff. We'll talk some more draft. I'll send Nick a link if he's able to join us without getting divorced. He can. But otherwise, we will be back on Broncos for Breakfast tomorrow if you want to join the conversation. YouTube.com/MileHighHuddle. Otherwise, we'll see y'all on Friday. Appreciate you being here. Peace.
The salvage yard has just had some changes made to it, so let's update the salvage yard guide and get you up to speed. In this video, I'll break down every single thing you need to know about the salvage yard. Should you buy one, where to buy one, how it works, and maybe most importantly, how much money you can actually make with it. Let's go. First things first, location. Once you head into Mazebank foreclosures, you'll notice that there's 5 different salvage yards you can buy. One in Paleto Bay, one in Sandy Shores, and 3 in Los Santos. Most of the missions take place in the city, so you're only going to want to buy one of these 3. So we have Marietta Heights, Strawberry, and La Puerta. Now this is the most expensive one at just under $2.7 million, and this one, even though it's the most expensive, you would think it's the best, not in my experience. The main reason for that, a lot of the time your vehicle will just spawn on the complete other side of this massive wall, and honestly, it's not worth the hassle. So for that reason, I would recommend getting Strawberry or Marietta Heights. Across all of my accounts, I have a salvage yard at all 3 locations. My personal favorite is Marietta Heights. Let's talk about the upgrades. Okay, so first is tint. This is completely cosmetic. It's just going to change the color of the inside of your salvage yard. The next one is get trade rates. We haven't seen this one before. This is a new upgrade. If you buy this for $450,000, you'll get a discount when you call Moores Mutual to claim a vehicle that's been destroyed, and a discount when you repair a vehicle at LS Customs. I tested this out. It's a 50. It's just going to change the color of the inside of your salvage yard. The next one is get trade rates. We haven't seen this one before. This is a new upgrade. If you buy this for $450,000, you'll get a discount when you call Moores Mutual to claim a vehicle that's been destroyed, and a discount when you repair repair a vehicle at LS Customs. I tested this out, it's a 50% discount. So for example, if your Oppressor Mark II gets destroyed, you'll only have to pay $5,000 instead of $10,000, which means to make your money back on this, your Oppressor Mark II would have to get destroyed 90 times. Definitely not necessary, but if you're really rich, sure, maybe buy it. Next is the tow truck. This is something that you're definitely gonna want to buy. As I'll explain later, the tow truck is a massive part of this business. Now, you can either buy the tow truck for $1.1 million or the tow truck beater for $650,000. They're basically the exact same. Of course, the main difference is one of them is very rusty. Their speed is the exact same when you're not towing a vehicle, but when you are towing a vehicle, the non-beater version, just the normal tow truck, is very slightly faster. It's not that noticeable, and if you don't have the money, it's definitely not worth paying the extra money just for this. If you do have the money though, yeah, sure. Next is the wall safe. This costs $750,000, and I've seen a lot of misinformation about this one. This is not something you need to buy. Even if you don't buy this, you will still have a safe in your salvage yard, okay? A lot of people get that confused. If you don't buy this upgrade, the max capacity of your safe will be $100,000. If you buy the safe upgrade, the capacity just increases to $250,000. But the amount of money you can make with the safe stays the same, so it's not necessary at all. But anyway, we'll talk about that a bit later. And finally is the staff upgrade. This costs $625,000, and for making money, I would definitely recommend this one as well. Again, we'll talk about this one later, but it will double the speed that your staff can salvage vehicles. Okay, let's talk about what to do and how to make money. So there's 3 ways you can make money with this business. The first is through vehicle robberies. That's probably going to be the main way you make money. The second one is through the tow truck missions and salvaging the vehicles that you bring back with the tow truck. And the third way is through the safe in your office. So let's start off with the vehicle robberies. Vehicle robberies are basically a heist. Technically, they're not called heists, but they're pretty much a vehicle heist. So to start these up, head over to the computer in your salvage yard, and you'll see that there's 3 different vehicles that you can steal. You'll of course have one that doesn't pay as much, one that pays in the middle, and then one that will pay you a lot. The payouts from these ones range from about $250,000 all the way up to $400,000, and these will rotate each week. So in some weeks, we may get some vehicles that are worth the low 200,000s. We may get some that are worth well over 400,000. It's just going to change week to week. Now, I'll get to explaining the actual robberies in a second, but what you need to know is these can only be done once per week. You can only do 3 a week. So that's right, it's not going to reset straight away. You can't just do it again after you finish it. You can only do each of these once per week. And yes, that is a real life week. They're going to reset every Thursday when the GTA Online weekly update comes out. Okay, let's get into the actual robbery. Setting up a robbery will cost you $20,000, and the first thing you'll have to do is a scope out mission, just like you would with a heist. This won't be difficult at all. All you have to do is just go to a certain location, take some photos, send them to Jamal Amir, and you're done. Next, you'll have to do some planning work as well as some tasks. Normally, you'll have 2 mandatory tasks and then 1 optional task. The mandatory ones are very straightforward. They're just things that you need for the heist. I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you through these setups. They're pretty straightforward, and I'm sure you're a pretty good player, so go ahead and do that planning work, and then you have 1 optional planning work. This is something that will just make the finale a bit easier. It'll normally be something like with the gangbanger robbery, for example. There will be less police in the police station. For the Duggan robbery, it means the guards will have less armor, that sort of thing. Something that's not compulsory, but might make it a bit easier. Honestly, really not worth it for an experienced player at all. The finales are not difficult, so you should be fine. And then we have tasks. Normally you'll have 2 or 3 of these, plus an optional one, which will be getting masks. This will just drop 1 star off your wanted level in the finale. Again, really not necessary. And for the tasks, you actually have to do these in free mode. So you'll fly around or drive around the map, and you'll see these green duffel bags on your map. So just head over there and start up the tasks. Again, they're very, very simple. This will be very straightforward. Once that's done, you're on to the finale, the actual robbery. These are pretty cool missions, but again, honestly, you don't need me to walk you through this. You know how to complete missions at this point. The only thing I would say say though is you actually can use personal vehicles in the finales. So for example, if you need to get away from the cops, remember you can call in something like a Sparrow helicopter, and that'll make your getaway a lot easier. I didn't realize this the first time through, so just letting you know. Also, in the finale, there'll be 3 challenges that are optional. Completing each of these challenges will get you $10,000, and if you complete all 3, you'll get an extra $20,000. So you could make up to $50,000 extra, which does definitely add up. There are 5 different robberies, 3 of them are available each week, and I'll flash up all of the optional challenges in the finale on your screen now so that you know what to aim for. Okay, so you've got the car, you've stolen it, and it's back in your salvage yard. For most players, once you've done these a few times, I would assume you can probably get these done in about 30 to 40 minutes. So we're on track to actually make some pretty decent money here. Now you've got some options. The first option is you can actually claim this vehicle, but this is only available for some vehicles. Rockstar is gonna decide each week which vehicle we can actually claim after we steal it, so you can add it to your own garage and keep it. You'll know that you can claim a vehicle after the robbery when it's got this little red and white garage symbol on the bottom left. So how do we actually claim it? Well, of course, complete the actual robbery, deliver it back to your salvage yard, then walk up to it and you'll have an option to claim it. Now this is normally going to cost you $20,000. So you can add it to your own garage and pick which vehicle we can actually claim after we steal it, so you can add it to your own garage and keep it. You'll know that you can claim a vehicle after the robbery when it's got this little red and white garage symbol on the bottom left. So how do we actually claim it? Well, of course, complete the actual robbery, deliver it back to your salvage yard, then walk up to it and you'll have an option to claim it. Now this is normally going to cost you $20,000, which is extremely cheap, but if you have a document forgery office, the staff over at your document forgery office are going to make this a bit cheaper for you, so they're going to cut that price in half down to $10,000. Now, this is pretty insane because the Comet S2 Cabrio, which is this car here, is normally $1.8 million, and getting it for $10,000 is, well, quite literally a steal. Now, another thing you're definitely gonna want to know is that these vehicles that you steal in your auto shop robberies have custom license plates on them. So this Comet S2 Cabrio has a Los Venturas number plate. If you want to keep this number plate, do not change it off the Los Venturas one. If you change it to something else, you won't be able to change it back. You can change the name of it, like you can see me do here, but just don't change the actual number plate style. Now, if you don't want to buy the vehicle, or if you just can't, because most vehicles you just can't keep, now you have 2 options. You can either sell the car to Yusuf Amir, or you can salvage it in your own salvage yard. Trust me when I say you should never ever salvage it. Always sell it to Yusuf Amir. This is for multiple reasons. The first one is if you salvage it yourself, you're only going to get 80% of the value. And the other reason is by salvaging it, you're actually using one of your own salvage bays, so you can't salvage another vehicle. Anyway, we'll talk about how the salvage bays work in just a second, but for now, all you need to know is always just sell it for the maximum profit to Yusuf Amir. And again, this is very straightforward. All you'll have to do is drive the vehicle down to the docks. For anyone who has a cargo bob, yes, you can use a cargo bob to fly it down there if you're nervous about damaging it, and then you get paid. So you probably made $250,000 to $400,000, depending on the vehicle that you stole, in about 45 minutes-ish. It'll probably take you a bit longer your first few times through, but as you get better, in about 40 to 45 minutes. So not incredible money, but also not horrible. Now, when you do sell to Yusuf Amir, you've probably got a couple questions. The first one might be, will I get a high demand bonus if I sell this in a public session? The answer to that is no. There's no benefit to selling these in a public lobby, so you may as well do it in an invite-only session, and you can actually sell multiple vehicles at once, so if you have a friend that's helping you out, you can complete 2 of these sell missions at once. Next, let's talk about the tow truck and salvaging vehicles. If you buy the tow truck, of course, there will be a tow truck in your salvage yard. If you hop in the driver's seat, you can go out and start tow truck missions. This is exactly what it sounds like. You're gonna go out, steal a vehicle with your tow truck, tow it back to your salvage yard. Pretty straightforward. What's not so straightforward though is getting paid for it. So you're not actually gonna get paid instantly. Instead, your staff in your salvage yard will have to, well, salvage the vehicle for parts, take it apart, and then you'll get paid. How long this takes though depends on whether you have the staff upgrade or not. If you don't have the staff upgrade, this is going to take 2 in-game days, or 96 minutes. If you do have the staff upgrade, it's only going to take 1 in-game day, or 48 minutes. So obviously very, very useful. And this will pay you between $30,000 and $40,000. Now, as you're seeing on your screen now, I'm obviously earning more than $40,000. That's because occasionally Rockstar will give us weekly bonuses on this, but this is a pretty rare occurrence. Your staff can take apart 2 vehicles at once as well. So $30,000 or $40,000 for about a 3-minute tow truck mission really isn't that bad at all. But that's not all, because we have to talk about the safe, and the safe is actually linked to the tow truck. If you have a nightclub, think about the safe the same way you would think about the nightclub popularity bar. The more tow truck missions you do, the more money you're going to get each time the safe fills up. So your safe will fill up every in-game day. So every 48 minutes, the safe will tick up and add more money. If you've done no tow truck missions, you're only going to get a couple $100 in your safe every 48 minutes. And on your screen now is the profit breakdown. I'll explain it. It's a bit confusing. Now, for every tow truck mission that you complete, that will increase your safe level by 25. Of course, that means if you do 4 of them, that'll put it at 100, and you'll be earning max profit. But also keep in mind that every in-game day, or 48 minutes, the safe level will go down by 5. So if you don't do a tow truck mission for more than 2 in-game days, that would drop your safe level down from 100 down to 90, which of course means you wouldn't be making max profit every in-game day. And of course, remember, the safe income is completely separate from the salvage income, so this is additional money that you'll be making from the safe. This doesn't affect or take away how much money you're going to make from the actual salvages themselves. Just another little tip I'll give you, whether it's any of the setup missions or even the tow truck missions, in most of these missions, when you get the cops on you, you won't actually be able to call Lester or anything like that, but if you want to get the cops off you quickly, just blow yourself up and the cops should be gone. And finally, the last thing I should mention about this business, because I know a lot of us actually do care about this, snacks are available in the office, so don't forget to refill your snacks anytime you're here. And there you have it. That's the auto shop. Honestly, this is actually one of my favorite businesses in the game. I think the robberies are really fun. I know only being able to do them once a week sucks, I agree. But as for the actual content itself and what you can do with the business, I like it. So we'll wrap the video up there. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!
Favorite color, money green. Paper. I've been on my grind since I was in the 7th grade. Had my first kid, I was only 17. Always a provider for my pack like Wolverines. But you won't find me on the mountaintop. Need no calculator, I can weigh it cause it kinda lie. Always
In today's video, I tested 50
Hey! We're gonna roll outside! Wanna come? I can't. I'm watching carpet. Ow! But there's portable carpet. You've got to be kidding! Hey! Have you ever heard of Dustball Kid? Not really. Well then, believe me when I tell you there's carpet, you can watch outside.
PSP. It's like carpet. You can watch outside.
When it comes to my
No, but you could be. Come on, we both need the cash, honey.
dropping in on Louise, now that Marty's dead, she suggests that
5 years on the East Coast, it was time. 5 years on the East Coast.
get ready for death, fool.
Oh no, you from somewhere, homeboy. You ain't just walking the street.
Still having fun gangbanging, homie?
Oh, you're too kind.
Move your motherfucking ass out the way.
Grove Street mama suck my dick.
You bang, fool?
Grove Street family suck ass.
OGS in the house, bitch.
Ah, shit out of you.
You got scraps, huh?
Watch.
Ice. You want dope? I got dope.
You banging, fool?
Yeah, punk, why?
I don't like motherfuckers.
That puro better stop calling him.
Come back here. Everybody move in.
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you.
Where you from, homie? Y'all making a break. I got your back.
Check out what we got here. I got the shot. Oh, my God, get out.
The last guy who challenged me is fucking
Don't make me kick your ass.
Hi, babe.
Hi there.
You ever been to the old Liberty Show, right?
Tell me about it.
Man, stink. Grove Street mama suck my dick. Get out the way, little bitch. Effers ain't shit. Grove Street are slipping, man. Grove wear snitch jackets. Suck my dick, Grove bitch. Ain't nothing dope about the Grove, man. Don't talk. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Ah.
Foul ball, homie.
The 13's your lucky number.
Well, family's cops.
Give me that bottle, man. Effers can go suck my motherfucking dick, man. Raise up out of here, Effers. Raise up.
Hey, I'm big when I'm standing on my wallet.
Grove got nothing.
Hey, man, don't be bumping into me, man.
Grove Street mama suck my dick. Take your hands off my wheel. You ain't even gonna have an ass to kick.
Don't do that, man.
Another notch on my gas, bitch.
Fuck my wife. With 187 skills, boy.
Dutch masters, bigger papers, man. They keep me blasted. And I blast 1 or 2 for my revenue.
OG coming through, OG coming through.
Strictly smoking and drinking. Reminding all thinking the paper chasing Ben Franklin. Blizzards on my tools, G-strings and nipple rings. Cigarettes split open. Go like icky, sticky, lime green. I mean, a pineapple. Still raising niggas. Keep burning spinach till the moonlight diminish. Still blazing. One nigga who ain't never too faded. Let me explain it. The range man, they
What set you from, homie?
What's up, fool? Why you bump me?
Until the sun burns your eyes. Keep burning till it sets on the west side. Just ride, stay high all night. Let's ride, stay high all night. Until the sun burns your eyes. Keep burning till it sets on the west side.
You dropped like a bitch, homie. catch my pigs.
5 years on the East Coast.
Move forward, bro. Wrong hood.
Hey, DJ was just a bitch. You trying to get fresh?
Go got nothing.
What you pushing me for?
Make it easy on yourself and run away.
Keep rocking.
Another notch on my gat, bitch.
Oh, it's on now. Get some. And you with him? You banging?
You should run away.
Hey, look out!
Ah!
Look at me, pal. You're dead. I got you now, asshole.
This shit better be good. Holy fuck. Ah! Lost my jaw.
Oh, that's my motto.
I'm killing you with my bare hands.
I got a clear shot on
Go ahead, man. What's lights out for you, chump?
you. Look at me, pal. You're dead.
Come get knocked out like your mom. Move that bucket! Grove Street are slipping, man.
Hey, who you mad, dog? Who you all mean, mother? Hey, man.
Street family suck ass!
Fat sacks only, dog.
Hey, watch where you're going.
Hey, what's
Hey, you
that
too
you
close. Give me
claiming,
5
dog?
feet, man.
Hey, man, you need to not even sag no more.
About time, man. Ain't nothing dope about the Grove, man.
You must not see these 20-inch biceps.
When you set up the needle.
Yo, you blind?
Yourself. Rally again. Come on.
I got a headshot.
Slow down, dumbass. I'm the kid that beats you up every day in school.
Oh!
I'm about to lose my temper.
Pumping you too. You know who I am?
I ain't stopping, punk. Hey, man, you touching me up or something?
You trying to get fresh?
Child.
how fast can I touch grass in all 15 Grand Theft Auto games? This of course includes all main games plus all expansions, starting from the primitive top-down GTAs all the way to the best-selling media product to date. Not only this, but I'll get world record as well. The current world record is held by Mooney, a great YouTuber you should check out. Unfortunately for him, I beat all his records in every game. The timer starts as soon as I make any camera or player movement and stops as soon as I touch grass with my foot or with my face. Let's start with the original GTA released in 1997. In this game we have two options. We could turn our camera around, go in between these two buildings, and you can see the grass in front of me, pretty close to 4 seconds. But we could do better. Instead of going backwards, we could go forward and cross the street. Let's start. We gotta get lucky not to get run over, and once we cross it, bam! We touched our first grass in this video, with just over 3 seconds.
Grass!
Let's move on to the first expansion called London 69. For this game is much easier. As you can see, it's right behind me. All I gotta do is move my camera around, walk a little bit, and boom. Less than a second, grass has been touched. Oh yeah.
Grass!
The second expansion is called London 61, and this one is a little bit more difficult. As you can see, there's no grass around me, and also, in this whole neighborhood there's no grass. Trust me, I look.
Video games. I love them, you love them, but at times we want to play that game, we never can or ever will play it because of cancellation, or in these games' cases, banned in that country. In this video, I'm discussing when the game got banned and if they came over, what changed? Welcome to what I like to call, why was it banned?
Welcome back everyone to the pinnacle episode of this entire series. After over 2 years since my last Why Was It Banned, I thought of doing one more episode. The final chapter, some would say. Throughout my run of the great Why Was It Banned series, games of multiple always came clamoring back, and I was ready to take them on one at a time, until I realized how many games this one studio had under their belt for bannings, and decided, you know what, I'll take them all on at once in the one video. So, instead of the usual one game or even an entire series Why Was It Banned video, today we're asking, Rockstar Games, why was it banned? Now I could go through the whole history of who Rockstar is and what they've done in the past, but I'm not doing that, because y'all know who Rockstar Games are, and y'all know what they're known for, and that is of course GTA, Red Dead Redemption, Manhunt, Bully, Max Payne 3, LA Noire, The Warriors, Midnight Club Los Angeles, and of course, Rockstar Games presents Table Tennis. Peak gameplay. Now we're not talking about all these games today, because even with a ton of bannings, Rockstar still managed to get some through without issue. Especially of course Manhunt 1 and 2. I just see no point talking about them because both those games made it into every country with joyous uproar. I can't even finish the fucking sentence. Ready? Rockstar Games is surefire one of the biggest ones to talk about for the series, and though they've always been known for widely beloved and well-crafted games, the company is known for usually surpassing the limit when it comes to what they can get away with. Grand Theft Auto, the main staple of Rockstar Games, has always been something for controversy around any release. San Andreas with its hot cups of hidden coffee, GTA 4 and the countless talks about a penis in the game DLC, and recently of course GTA 5, just in general. The series ever since the beginning has been known for controversy, and since still garners it, and has always put in the top 10s for gaming controversies. GTA 3 is one of the biggest real go-getters for this ball rolling, as it was the first game in the series to be played in third person, and act in ways you couldn't in the past games. A running through line with the series has always been its sexual activities, which started with free on the purchasing of women for these activities, and after you're done, you have the opportunity to rob that woman after for your money and hit her with your car. Another setback was that people didn't like that you were able to kill police officers in the game, but was defended as more of a player choice and no reward if you did kill them anyways. But this didn't stop its planned release, as GTA 3 was scheduled for full release in Australia until a ban was put on the game for its sexual activities, as Rockstar and Take-Two were forced to edit the game and remove the activities if they wanted the game down under, which they did, but its release in Australia was changed to January 2002, removing all acts of sexual activities. However, in 2019, this was reversed and allowed full uncut release once R18 classification was made available in Australia, with the fully released game made available on PC and consoles in Australia, except sadly of course PS2 and Xbox original consoles, since it was 2019 when this rating came into effect, and I doubt Rockstar would go back and re-release OG PS2 and Xbox discs in 2019. Yeah. Moving on though, unlike Free, Vice City was met with the near same response, only this time more towards race violence, especially anger from Haitians and Haitian Americans who were outraged at the violence that could be acted on by the player, and the fact that most of the depicted Haitians were mainly thugs, thieves, and crooks. After this discovery, an ordinance was started to make the game not playable to anyone under the age of 18, found by the North Miami's majority Haitian American Council, with Rockstar and Take-Two saying that the violence should be taken with the context of the game. After this, an outrage also from the mayor of New York at the time, Michael Bloomberg, Rockstar and Take-Two apologized for this and made sure that any future release of Vice City removed offensive statements from the game, and since it's been playable in the countries that tried for banning or was banned.
I'm hungry!
But you really can't talk about GTA the series without of course the main one, the head honcho of controversies, and banning, with that game being GTA San Andreas, mainly regarding a certain type of coffee. In mid-June of 2005, Patrick Wildenberg, a modder from the Netherlands, released a mod called the Hot Coffee mod. With this mod, it would replace scenes throughout the game where CJ would go in for coffee with his girlfriend in the game and, well, do the deed. With the mod, however, instead of seeing the outside of the house and the camera shake with a little moaning, in the mod it would replace it with a fully clothed minigame with CJ and his girlfriend as they basically reenact a scene from the God of War minigames, except you get to see what they're doing. Though I've said this was a mod throughout, it was actually a cut-out part of the game by Rockstar themselves, but just kept it in without anyone knowing. But then of course it was found. Immediately the game was put as adult only from its previous mature audience rating, and also with good old Australia ripping that MA15 rating off the game, and now being an unrated and now banned game, no longer able to be sold in the country until something was done about this mod. And something was done, as Rockstar pulled out ASAP a patch for the PC port of San Andreas called the Cold Coffee patch. Good one. With this and future releases having the mod removed from future releases of the game, dodging a hot brew right in their faces, and San Andreas to this day being playable and well known as one of the best of the series by nearly almost everyone. It would have been everyone if they were to keep the mod in somehow. Maybe then, Rockstar, we would all like your shitty games. The series would go on from there without any real issues, as GTA 4 was the most safest from what I found on it. Unlike other games in the series, the most serious offense the game had was being able to get drunk and get behind a wheel.
Yeah, Rumsfeld!
And the usual get-go of violence and criminal activity in GTA 4. The only really big thing that came out from GTA 4 was when the Lost in the
5 years.
Hey, no time to clown, homie.
Should back down and run.
You're just getting away, buddy.
You don't want to push me again.
I got you now, asshole.
Hey, baby.
My tax money go to this shit?
These rap fools be needing.
You gonna back down soon?
Trucha, you jumped me.
Yeah, let's go head up. You boxing with a booty bandit, punk. Get out of my way.
Oh!
End of the line for you, punk.
It's the best you got?
You psychopath.
Hey, I'm big when I'm standing on my wallet.
What are you, Botecato?
Flag.
Come on, asshole,
Hey,
then
who you
fight.
mad ducking? Who you all mean mugging? Where you from, fool?
Don't give up, player.
You got that hungry look, dude.
You trying to get...
You know you fucking with.
Ain't nothing dope about the road, man.
Oh, shit.
I love my
You on the wrong side,
Run
homeboy.
away, fool. Out.
You ain't the yet.
You scrapping with the champ, fool. Hey, watch it.